Player movement and attack tracking. Some of the most unrealistic elements of this game is that the characters just don't feel natural at all. They feel very clunky and very robotic. Looking back at previous titles, Tekken 4, Tekken 5, the characters felt a lot smoother, and sidestepping and just general movement felt a lot better in the game. Now you can be trying to sidestep, you can move, you never know. It's a 50-50 opportunity whether or not you're actually going to be successful in that movement. So one of the biggest problems that Tekken has had, or Tekken 7 specifically, is that the game is very defensive, and most players, once you get to a certain level in rank mode and competitively, at a competitive level, you're going to see that players find themselves playing backtracking, hoping to get you missing combos, or with punishing you, or just generally waiting for an opportunity when they can actually attack you by stepping back the entire time. So we all know that, and we've seen stuff from Tekken 8 with this new heat system that looks to be more offensive, which kind of looks like a forced 50-50, but we never know. We have to wait and see. But right now, one of the things that they definitely need to fix is the overall defensive game structure that we see in Tekken 7. One of the things I do like in other titles, which kind of forces people to play, is a certain guard damage that they get. I understand that sometimes there should be mechanics that avoids this, but there should be some limit on guard damage that stops someone from just trying to defend the entire time. Long combos repeated all the time. Looking at the video below, you can see that is basically what everybody plays for in this game, is tapping you in the air or tapping you off the ground and just keeping you up until they can get you all the way to a wall, or just keep you out or keep you off your feet. Really silly, and one of the mechanics that kind of put me off Tekken 7 and actually even Tekken 6 that I've followed for a while. And yeah, hopefully I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, not like the combos that we see all the time. It just makes the game a bit boring, and hopefully we see a bit more focus on open combat instead of having this juggling game that we find ourselves in currently. The strong focus of war combat, that's what it feels like in Tekken, especially at a higher level. Everybody's either sidestepping or moving or juggling you towards a wall, just so they can keep you there and do lots more damage. It just feels like it's a big part of the game, and it should not be. Tekken used to be about footsies, a strong part of it still is, but there was much more focus on sidestepping movement and actually trying to figure things out against your opponent, not hoping for one combo, getting someone there and then juggling them towards a wall so you can do a 70-80% damage combo. The new addition of Rage Art in Tekken just feels so boring and overdone. It's a very cool mechanic, and most games are adding this into their combat, into the fray of the game. However, with Tekken, it just feels like overkill. So, not to compare games, but Mortal Kombat really uses these mechanics well. The fact that you can only use it once a game, not every single round like Tekken. The amount of times you see people just throw out random rage because their power has reached a certain limit is so silly. And hopefully they look at just refining this to make it a bit more exciting, or even make it feel that you need to be more responsible with your rage, instead of just using it as a random comeback mechanic when you are losing a fight. So yeah, big changes required for Rage, and I'm hoping to see some of that come through in Tekken 8. Very simple, just add some personality to the fighters. They feel so lethargic and stagnant. There's no commentary, there's no vocals, there's nothing that defines them or separates their relationships. So yes, Tekken of course always has a very cool story mode, but most of the time once you've done that and you've played that section of the game, you're going to be playing a lot of multiplayer, you're going to be playing ranked, you're going to be playing different modes. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more in Tekken 8, but you want to see some kind of communication or some form of personality coming through these characters when you are playing the game. So I'm hoping they learn from other games and they just add something more to the existing roster, because there's a lot for them to work with. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. I'm very interested to find out what exactly are the big changes you want to see. Feel free to drop some of that in the comments below. Chat to you guys soon.